Hey guys, Catherine here. I wanted to show you what I'm doing today. I am actually back at making more bezels from Sculpey to set resin in, and I had another request. I had a friend request that I do something from Magic the Gathering, which is a card game that I enjoy and he does too. So I have decided that I'm going to make a white pendant. I'm going to do it out of white Sculpey, and I am going to do it in the Plains symbol shape. I'm actually thinking of doing a run of 5 of these in all of the different shapes and element symbols. So the first thing I'm going to start with is a bit of white Sculpey, and I've got this rolled out round, and I want to flatten it into a disc. So to do that, I'm going to take a couple of popsicle sticks, and I'm not going to be rolling it this time like I've rolled things in the past to make them flat. I want it to be fairly round, so I am going to actually end up pressing this straight down from the top. I've got a block of wood here, the block I keep on my workbench. I'm just going to take and press it straight down until I get something about the height of the popsicle sticks, because I want it to be about the thickness of the popsicle sticks. So to do this, I am taking and flattening it as best I can, and that is actually turning out pretty round. And let me put my popsicle sticks right up to the edges. It's a little bit taller than I want it still. Let's see if I can't get it a little bit flatter. Pressing down pretty hard. There we go. That's a thickness that I like. Alright, then I can set my popsicle sticks aside. And now what I'm going to do is take a shot glass, which is what I've used to set the size of this, the diameter, and just set it straight up and down on top of this. Go. And take a craft knife and run it all the way around, because that will give me a more or less circular bit of Sculpey to start with. Okay, and then just lift up my shot glass, and it takes the Sculpey with it, and I can peel the excess away and roll it up for setting to the side in case I need a bit more in a moment. Then I'm going to gently lift the disc of Sculpey off of the shot glass. If it's not stuck on too tightly, I think I need to, there we go. And then just all the way around. And set the shot glass aside, because I don't think I'll be needing it anymore for this anyway. And lay that down. Then this sets nicely over the top of it, and the plain symbol fits right in the middle there. Actually, that might want to flatten out just a little bit more. Let me grab that bit of paper and set it down, and just lightly see if I can't get it to widen out just a little bit. I cut it a little small, a little close to the shot glass there. Alright, let's lay this over the top and try again. That's closer. And there we have it. That's the size I want. Okay, and then lift it back up off my workbench because I don't want it sticking to my workbench. And then I'm going to turn it over and set it onto this block of wood because I don't want to be cutting directly into my worktop if I can avoid it. This wax paper is nice for keeping things from sticking on my worktop and everything, but the craft knife does just go right through it. And then I've got this, but I don't want to cut through my pattern in case I want to keep it for another time. So I have cut out a little bit of paper just for the inner part of the plain symbol, and I'm going to lay it flat onto my Sculpey and press it down in, and then use my craft knife to start by cutting out the center. And I'm going to do this because I can take this center, at least for the plain symbol because it's round, and use it to make the part by which this will hang. So I've got the round piece from the center, and I've got my tiny circle cutter that you saw me do in an earlier video, and I'm going to just press that right down into the center of it. Go, so that I've got now a donut shape. And then I'm going to cut the bottom off of the donut shape and set that Sculpey aside, and take and press the donut shape into the top of the pendant. Go. Go. And I'll secure it on more in a little bit. I just want it there and present and accounted for. Okay, and then I'm going to take and cut each of these inner pieces out. Leaving a bit at the edge to keep everything connected together. This will take a moment. You know, this might be a good time to mention that if you are interested in these projects that I'm doing, I am always doing more, so leaving a like or subscribing is a good way to make sure that you know the next time I'm doing something. Go. You hit the subscribe button. You can also select the bell icon, and then you'll really get notifications about when I'm up to a new project or when I'm continuing something that I've already started, because some of these are things that I started in a previous video and I'm finishing up in the next one. Go. See, it's starting to come together. And I am just eyeballing this outer edge and not making it exact, because close enough is, in this case, close enough. You could draw an outer edge if you wanted to, or you could make your plain symbol smaller, or you could make the outer edge wider so that the rays of the symbol don't reach all the way to the edge. But I haven't done that, so that's not what's happening here. Go. Oh, I want to pop that out of the middle of there. Oh, that's a little too big to fit in there. It's okay. There we go. Set that aside. Set my little cutter aside. I've got 3 done. Here we are. And this just takes following the lines. You know, cut by numbers. And to do these, I just did take the plain symbol and I traced it, because why get more complicated than you have to? Why give yourself more work than you need to? Oh, come on, you. Don't fudge up like that. There we are. And all the way out. But for realsies though, go most of the way done now, more than half at least. And cut. And follow the curve. And this way I'll be able to fill the center and in between each of the rays with resin and maybe some yellow dye or some yellow beads or maybe feathers. Plains are associated with flight and angels. I could put little tiny feathers in there. I could find little tiny feathers and put them in there anyway. There we go. And follow the lines all the way around, lift it out, and last one, go. On. There we are. Okay, not so bad. Got a center. Now the trick is going to be checking and seeing if it still looks like a plain symbol when I lift the bit of paper that has the blue marks off, because those may be what's giving it its definition. So I'll lift the bit of paper up and hold the rest of it down and peel it around. Yeah, no, that works. Yeah, you can definitely tell. Well, that is the plain symbol from Magic the Gathering, made into a shape cut into Sculpey, which now I can bake in my oven and then fill with resin. So I will be back to show you guys the rest of these symbols from Magic the Gathering and how I'm making them into the Sculpey shapes as well. And then after that, I will probably show you how I fill them with resin too. Go. That's it for today though, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you want to continue seeing these. I'm probably going to do them anyway, but I'd still like to hear from you. And thank you. See you all next time. Bye.